go. Showtime. What's going on? I hope everybody's excited. Iron Papa Bear, I can't go live with you. We're about to give a bunch of stuff away. You picked a bad day. Another time. So I hope everybody's excited. I want to do a quick intro. I want to thank everybody. I'm going to wait for 221B Tactical, the one and only Suresh Madhaven, to chime in. Appreciate you guys trying to go live, but we got a load of stuff to get to in this Super Bowl pre-show. So look at Chubby. Dude, I lost a ton of weight. I appreciate that. I'm down to like an anemic 230. That's anemic for me. I appreciate it, though. I'm hoping to look nice and full. Thanks. That's nice. Big up to all the sponsors. We're going to get to that once Suresh gets in here. But I need you guys to tap the paper airplane, invite people in here, because we are not giving this away until we get a healthy amount of people in here. And we are we're gonna do this. So hopefully everybody's excited. I'm excited. I think this is going to be epic. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to set myself up here real quick before Suresh gets in here. Just get organized a little bit. Moving some things around. Do some adjustments. I got a lot of people trying to go live here. I'm trying to get one guy in here. A hat on. My trusty hat.
Here we go.
There he is.
Here we go.
So, I want to get to the sponsors. I want to thank everybody. I want to wait for you to do it. Oh my God! I don't even know how to put this into words. I haven't been this pumped up. Yeah, I haven't been this pumped up since we did this back in the room. Almost.
That was in Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was in Florida. Tony's LEO class.
Oh my God!
Freddie caught a sandwich midair and took a bite out of it.
I'm gonna fucking melt. I'm excited. You're on my side, Denny. Good. We're going to get to the Super Bowl stuff, but first, Suresh and I want to thank some sponsors. I'm going to thank some people. He's going to thank some people. Let's do that. This is a little housekeeping stuff. Guys, if you want to leg up and win in this, you got to head over to the sponsors pages because we're going to randomly pick people from all these different sponsors pages. So I'm going to type it in as I go, and I'm going to rattle it off to you guys, and I'm going to put it in my deal here. So first off, Taurus. We have to thank Taurus. They have donated a 1911. So we have to thank Taurus. We have to thank, of course, 221B Tactical. We have to give a big thank you to 221B Tactical. Tops Knives. We're giving away 2 knives today.
Tops Knives.
Have to thank them.
Of course.
We're going to have to thank Crossbreed Holsters. And when Suresh shows you what he's doing, there he is. Crossbreed Holsters.
Oh, wait till you see what we got Crossbreed Holsters for.
I'm missing a...
I'm going to apologize to everyone now, John, because, you know, you're in the same boat. I got Facebook, I got Instagram, I got YouTube Live. We got multiple cameras here going in the studio. I apologize if I don't direct my attention to anyone in particular. We are so excited about this, but like John said, we got to pay our respects to the people who are making this possible. And John just mentioned Crossbreed Holsters, and you're going to see where Crossbreed comes into play in this give. I'm more excited about this giveaway, John, than the game. I'm more excited about this than the game. I mean, I know the game's going to be the game, and I think we all kind of know who's going to win. Sorry, Rams fans. Sorry. Anyone who's a Rams fan right now, I'm sorry. But don't get pissed off because you're going to win a gun right now coming up.
So I put up a little quick breakdown of some of the sponsors in there. If I'm leaving you out, I apologize, but we're going to give away a ton of stuff. You're going to need that today.
I'm going to need it. I'm gonna need it.
So, guys, the rules are down below. So I'm gonna give you a quick insight into how to enter for this. Head over to all the pages, comment and tag. Okay, 221B, Taurus, Tops Knives, Crossbreed Holsters, Inforce Weapon Lights, all the different pages. Dark Alliance. Dark Alliance is donating engravings. I didn't put him down on the bottom. Please, everybody, head over to Dark Alliance. We're definitely going to pick a winner from Dark Alliance. We're going to pick a winner off of his page. So head over there, tag the sponsors, tag some friends. We're definitely picking a winner off his page. There's no doubt about that. I can promise you that. We're going to give away a whole bunch of stuff. So make sure you get involved early and often. Leave reviews. We're streaming. I know you're going to talk about where you're streaming from. I'm streaming from iTunes. I'm going to be on iTunes. I want reviews on my iTunes. John Bartolo Show. 5-star reviews are appreciated. We're on YouTube Live. I'm on YouTube Live right now. I'm on Twitch. I'm on D Live. I'm on all the different stuff. Comment on any post, pnw.dad. We're going to randomly pick from different locations winners. We got knives, we got bags, we got holsters, we got lights. We have a little bit of everything. Suresh is going to show us some stuff. We're going to do a whole slew of giveaways from the different pages. So you have to get active. You have to share this. You have to share this into your Facebook. We're looking for people that are active, but I can promise you this. We are definitely going to pick somebody from Dark Alliance's page. I can't thank Jeremy enough. That is a huge step up. Do you want to talk about where you're streaming from?
Yeah, so streaming today from, we got YouTube Live. All our YouTube followers, we're looking at you. YouTube Live.
Thanks, Danny. Share it.
So a lot of people subscribing to the YouTube channel just prior to going live. So all those people who subscribe, just so you know, we get notified of all the new subscribers. We thank you so much for following us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is growing every day. Not as fast as the John Bartolo podcast, but it's growing. And we are thankful to all of you. We notice all of you, so thank you. We are on Facebook Live. We got a solid 18 viewers on Facebook Live. Dave Wolfman, Eric Cow. What's going on? Oh, you got your 3.0 best. Nice. So all of our faithful followers on Facebook. And, of course, we're live on Instagram. So what we want to do is we want to build this up. We're going to try to get to certain numbers, and then we're going to do the giveaway. So we want to do the giveaway within the next hour. Someone is going to win a Taurus 1911 custom engraved and a whole bunch of goodies to go with it. So big giveaway, biggest one I've ever been part of, biggest one I think 221B Tacticals has ever been part of. We will keep it moving along. We are going to talk some football, so I know that there's some people, men and women, who want to hear our thoughts on the game and our predictions. Not that they mean anything, but, and also the fact that John's a Boston guy. His opinion is completely biased.
So
we're not mad at him. We're not mad at him.
I'm typing up the description. I'm typing up in the description for YouTube. To some of you guys that are asking questions, yes, you comment on the sponsors' pages. Comment and tag. It helps if you tag the other sponsors and share. What we're looking for is somebody who's really active on all the pages, somebody who's sharing, who's participating. That's what this is all about. Obviously, you guys know how all the algorithms work. We're trying to create something that streams us into all these different spaces to continue to grow this. So as you guys go shuffle in and out of here, what you want to do is you want to share the YouTube, share the Facebook broadcast, send people over, tap the paper airplane on the bottom and invite people in. I made a little deal with Suresh. I said, we'll see if we get 50 to 100 people in. I know when we did this in Florida, we got about 100 people. I can't stress enough, a Taurus 1911 with engravings from Dark Alliance. I mean, this is the kind of gun that honestly gets displayed at like a SHOT Show. So this is a really nice piece. I mean, it's something, I always say to people say, how do you choose Christmas gifts? I buy something that somebody wouldn't buy themselves. This is something you'd almost never spend the money on yourself because it's an expensive, lavish thing. I mean, to have some of Jeremy's work in your gun safe is amazing. And then to have it on a 1911 is amazing in and of itself. So head over to those pages. I'm typing up the description on YouTube. I'm trying to grow out the YouTube. I'll be monitoring the YouTube throughout this, trying to get as much air cover on YouTube and grow that out. But head over to my iTunes and make sure you leave a 5-star review. So you guys have kind of a lay of the rules. you have a little bit of an understanding of it. As you come in and out and shuffle in and out, make sure you help answer people's questions below, tap hearts, and send out the paper airplane to invite people in. As we hit, different benchmarks like 50 people in, we're going to start just giving stuff away. We're going to get right to it. If everybody heads over in here right now to Dark Alliance and leaves a comment and heads over there and gets active, I'm going to give a knife away almost right away. Almost right away. These knives are pretty. I posted one in my story. If you haven't checked it out, check out my story. It's a Tops knife. It's a Tops blade. I'll give you the name of it. I have it right here. Because we're going to get boogieing, and then we're going to get right into the game.
I want to say hello to everyone on Facebook. Ben, Mike, Zach, Dave, Wolfman. Yes, the XX on the slide will look sick. See a lot of familiar names. Sarah, what's going on? Sarah O'Day. Saline, what's going on? Michelle, what's going on? Justin. I'm seeing Drew. See a lot of people. I just want to make sure Fin Protect. Oh, our dealer from Finland. Nice.
Nice.
We have about 30 dealers around the world. Of course, the world is watching the Super Bowl today, so welcome to all of our 221B Tactical retailers around the world. Nearly 100 retailers around the world, so thank you to all of you who support 221B Tactical. Thank you to all the sheepdogs. Thank you to anyone who's working out there today.
Oh, yeah.
John, I worked 13 years. I worked 13 years in Super Bowls. I don't know if I quite worked every Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure somewhere in there, my natural schedule led me to have Super Bowl Sunday off. Once in a while, for certain holidays, you jump in.
What's up, Jonathan? What's up, Andrew?
Kids or something like that. So, it is, it's tough. You kind of got to monitor the games from your phone and listen to the radio or try to, pop in headquarters to see whatever. But the dangerous thing about working Super Bowl Sunday is all the people who are enjoying adult beverages during the game and then trying to drive home and not utilizing Uber or Lyft. So, if you are out there today and you are working on the job, please be extra vigilant. Watch your six. Getting in and out of the patrol cars, or stopping cars, or going to calls. Just watch that traffic coming at you. We see troop cars, patrol cars getting rear-ended and sideswiped and everything else going on. So just be extra vigilant if you're out there today, because this is just another day where people make bad decisions. If you are off and you are watching the game today, make the right decision. If you're going to have a few adult beverages, which is absolutely fine, make sure you get that Uber, you get that designated driver. We want to make sure that. Look at that knife. Look at that knife. Listen, folks, we should get to a giveaway right now. We got a good crowd on Facebook.
Denny, go to Dark Alliance on IG. Dark Alliance Firearms on IG.
Dark Alliance Firearms on Instagram. They are the ones. John coordinated this
the best.
To get the Taurus 1911 custom engraved. Now, you can get that custom engraved with anything you want. Look at that one. Look at that one. Look at that. So if you want to get it custom engraved with a Patriots theme, you can. You want to get it custom engraved with John's face, you can. You can get 221B Tactical on it. You could get I Love the Rams. Whatever you want to put on it, you can get. Dark Alliance Firearms on Instagram. Go over, show their page some love. If you're not following their page, just hit that follow button, because they're doing not only a lot of great things, but to come on board with this giveaway and say, hey, listen, we're going to custom engrave this Taurus 1911.
Insane.
It's insane. Anyone who knows anything about guns knows that this is not an easy thing.
I'll tell you guys a couple things, then we're going to get to some football. I'm giving you time right now to go to Dark Alliance on IG and comment and tag, because I'm going to pick a winner for a knife from there in about, let's see, it's 12 my time. Give it about 7 minutes, and I'll pick a winner from there. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes. So, a few things. Dark Alliance, head over there now, comment and tag, and Jeremy probably at Dark Alliance probably does some of the more premier work if you've been to SHOT Show and you've had an opportunity to see some of the work he does on guns, you know, the different themes, the apocalyptic theme, he really makes showpieces. You know, we use the term barbecue guns in the business, you know, like the kind of gun you pull out and you're like, everybody's like, whoa, you know, it's amazing, the work he does. And I can honestly probably safely say without, you know, blowing shit, this is probably a $500 to $1,000 value for him to engrave, you know, put an engraving on the gun, because the prep work and everything that's involved, I know what he charges. I know what's involved. He takes a lot of pride in it. He'll work with you on the design. He said he'll put the winner on it, but I said, you know, let's leave it a little open-ended because some people aren't Rams or Patriots fans.
Right. Yeah. So, currently in a federal prison with my 3.0 on, Gary W. on Facebook. I'm hoping that you're working. Gary W.
You know he's working, but it's funny the way you put it, you know. So a few things. Let's get to the game while we have a couple minutes. Let's talk about the game. I want to see everybody's picks. While you're tapping hearts and tapping paper airplanes and heading out there into the interwebs to share things and share some of the old podcasts on YouTube. If you head over to my YouTube, John Bartolo, here's my take on the game. I'm going to give you my take in a minute or less. Obviously, I'm rooting for the Patriots. That goes without saying. I think everybody knows that going into this.
Goes without saying.
So, you know, I've already given that away. But I'm going to say this, guys. I think you have to take this Super Bowl for what it is. It's a peek into history, and it's a peek into being able to say, I was there when. And I know that's easy and convenient for me to say, being a big New England guy, and everybody in the gun industry knows that, and everybody in the firearms business knows how much of a New England guy I am. But you have to start to, like, slowly appreciate that. I know I was a young kid when the Cowboys won 3 out of 4, and I was like, wow, you know, that's fucking awesome. And, you know, I always have this bitter rivalry with a lot of my Cowboys friends, but I think it's a peek into history, and I think people have to start to respect what Brady's done and what that team's done and what's going on. And Denny, you're right. You're witnessing the MJ of football. And I'm going to throw it to Suresh because I know he's a New York guy, and they do have the Giants holding over me, but you know, I try to explain to the Giants guys that I grew up kind of a Giants fan too. You grew up more hating the Jets because the Giants were nationally televised back in the day and the Patriots weren't. So, you know, I mean, as much as I don't, that's a lame excuse for seeing the Giants win 2 Super Bowls from us, but I sleep at night knowing that it was a great to see, you know, a Tom Coughlin. He was a BC guy. He was a Belichick, guy. You know, they coached together with the Giants, and you know, you kind of sleep at night knowing they got it on a couple of gaff plays. So that's how I sleep. But I think we're witnessing a peek into history, and I'll throw it over to Suresh for his take on the game.
You know, like a lot of people, and you know, I feel like you can say you do not like a team because you're from a different city and you're loyal to your home team, which, you know, our hat goes off to that. But what I have a problem with is people who simply don't like the Patriots because they're always winning. That's not a reason to not like a team, a person, a business, anything.
Mm-hmm.
If they're always winning, that means they're doing something to get to that position. So I see a lot of times people in life, they look at someone who's always winning. You know, I have friends that they are always growing. They start out buying rental houses, and now they're buying rental apartment buildings, and now they're buying buildings in New York City. And they've grown, and I know over the course of time, there are certain people who were in the circle, and now they're not in the circle anymore because they weren't celebrating these victories. Rather, they became negative about the person's growth and the person's victories. And to me, that's not a reason. To me, that's something you want to emulate. That's something you want. Because I can tell you this right now. I have a lot of friends that are staunch Giants fans, I'm sure, here on Facebook, Instagram, on the tube. We got a lot of Giants fans. We're Jersey-based. Our company's based in New York City, Times Square. And I can tell you this right now, all the Giants fans that I know that hate the Patriots because they're always winning, they're sick of the Patriots winning. It's getting obnoxious, it's getting stupid, it's getting silly. I can tell you, if the Giants were in that same position, they'd be in heaven. They would love it. They would love it. They'd be like, man, we love it. Those Giants going to the Super Bowl like every year, winning. Yeah, we lost a couple, but man, they would love it. So when it comes down to it, am I a Patriots fan? I'm not a Patriots fan. But what I'm a fan of is their desire to win and doing whatever it takes on the field, off the field. You don't just show up in the Super Bowl by accident, right? You got to put in time. You got to put in work. How many hours of film has that team watched? Their own film, their own mistakes, and other teams' film, and other teams' mistakes.
Right.
How many hours have been put into getting, not just for the Super Bowl, but every team they played? That's work, and that's desire, that's other teams' mistakes. And
right.
How many hours have been put into you have to respect that. Not just for the other thing I want to make a point of, John, you're going to agree with this, as someone who also played football. A lot of times people say offense wins games, defense wins championships, and I believe that. But something else I also believe in is something I've heard a long time ago, and as someone who played on both sides of the ball, I can tell you this. The best defense is offense. The best defense. And now that comes full circle in the tactical world, John, and you'll agree with this. You've trained with a lot of the guys I've trained with, and one of the guys that comes right to mind when I say the best defense is offense is Dom. You've trained with Dom. And what's Dom's thing? When you bringing it back from football to the tactical world, Dom's thing is when you get an attacker, you got to go on offense and strike first and get on that offensive. And listen, anyone who says that doesn't agree with that, the best defense is offense. Anyone who says that's not true, let me ask you something. What is the best thing that can happen on defense to any football team? What's the best thing that can happen? It's a pick six. You recover that fumble and you run it in and score, offense, or you get that interception and you run it back and you score.
Well, let me say this. I mean, you could do a case study on the Patriots and on Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and how they handle themselves and how they do things, and you can tie it into a whole slew of things. You can tie it into business, into life, but I think it all comes back to one word: preparation. And that's something Dom talks about, and Tony talks about is preparing. And I think that's something you take away from their whole mantra, which is, preparing yourself. And then, I love the line, and we're going to pick a winner in a minute on Dark Alliance, but I love the line, we're on to Cincinnati. They do a great job of showing you how to turn the page. Everybody, we talk a lot about adversity in the tactical world and adversity in life and things we come up against, and veterans and Leos, and everybody talks about adversity. Turn the page, turn the page. The quicker you turn the page, the quicker you move on. And I've done that in my own life, just you turn the page, go on to the next thing, and focus and put your attention and energy into the next thing. And that's like, forget about it being the Patriots and where they're from and what that's all about, but just learn from that, take away from that, turning the page and going to the next thing. And I love how Belichick does a great job of simplifying that whole approach. It's just, no, we're on to this. We're not talking about that. We're on to this. Yep. There's and you've talked about this, Suresh. You and I have talked long hours. You have to just move on from things and turn the page. And when you do that, you almost have a different sense of clarity, What do you think of all the people boycotting the Super Bowl this year? Semi-auto kid, I think, some people are going to boycott it for the simple reason of the whole standing for the flag and that. And I understand that. Yeah. That's your choice to boycott it. I don't look at the Super Bowl as an opportunity necessarily to watch a game or look at it as supporting the NFL. I look at it as a way to get together with family and friends and you guys and participate in having some fun and doing stuff like this. I don't, I'm not going to take that hard line of like, I'm not going to have anything to do with this event because of that and turn my back to all you guys and to everybody else out there. I look at it as a way to come together. And it's kind of like the whole, is it Christmas or is it a holiday or what do we call it? And fuck it. It's, I get it. I understand. I have some very close friends. I had a long conversation with a guy who works for a government agency that guards a very high affluent person, and he's a great friend of mine. And he's dead set against it, but he understands getting together with family and all that. It's just the point, it's about connecting with people.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. A lot of people had asked my take on the players kneeling, and a lot of people had reached out during that time when it first began, and I put a challenge out there. A lot of people, of course, wanted my take on it because of my phenomenal tan, and they said, "Hey, listen, what's your take on it?" My take is this: if you want to do something to bring attention to something, sure, that's great. But that's something, it's kind of something people kind of already knew about because it's in the news, it's publicized. How about you take your publicity, you take your notoriety, and you take your financial resources as a football player making millions of dollars, and you go into a neighborhood, a city, a town, and say, I'm doing this today on this date. Use your social media following. Use your star qualities and say, hey, this is what I'm doing in this city, in this town today to help make a difference, to make a change. If I'm one of these players taking a knee against whatever police brutality or whatever injustice they were talking about, great. I didn't see one player go into the streets of Chicago and say, hey, next Saturday, we're going to meet at this park. I'm going to bring all the youth of this neighborhood together. And I want the cops from the local precinct to show up as well. Because we're going to talk about how to conduct yourself when you're a young man and you're in the streets and you're hanging out, what to do, what not to do. I'm going to tell my story about how I put in the work and I stayed on the straight and narrow and I made it to the NFL. Maybe I came from nothing and now I made it. I'm going to share that story. I'm going to share what I did and the path I followed. And I'm going to have the cops there. I'm going to have some parents there. And I'm going to have the kids there, most importantly. Heck, I'll even bring out some teachers. And I'm going to buy food for everyone. I'm going to buy soda for everyone because I got the money. I'm a millionaire as a football player.
Soda.
And it's going to be highly publicized because, hey, ESPN's going to write about it. But I didn't see one player. Maybe it happened. I didn't see it. But I didn't see one player. So I challenged. I put a challenge out there. And the response I got was zero. And here was the challenge. John, you may have seen this. I said, I will fly on my own dime to any city in the country that any football player wants to do such an event in. And I will split the event with that player. Whatever the cost, I will split it with that player. Let's go to some city, get some kids out there. They're all going to come out if they know some big famous football player is going to come out. Let's let all the media know. Let's get the cops out there. Let's get the parents out there.
Right.
Let's tell them their story, their rise to stardom, my story of how I got from nowhere into a patrol car, into a CEO position, owning my own company in New York City. And let's show these kids what to do and how to avoid the dangers that are they're out there. How to avoid them.
Right.
And how to navigate this treacherous road that's ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see one player do that.
Right. No, and you won't.
I didn't see everyone just taking a knee.
And you won't.
Everyone's taking a knee, and then they're leaving the stadium in their Lamborghini and their Escalade saying, oh, well, I did my part. Come on,
Jonathan, if you're in here, Johnny Targets, pick a winner on Dark Alliance. Go to Dark Alliance's page for the Tops knife. So everybody in here, head over to Tops. Thank Tops. Thank Tops in my last post. Thank Tops Knives, everybody. Pick one winner. We have 2 Tops knives. So if you're trying to figure out what knife it is and what it's going to look like, that's well said. Head over there and pick a winner. I'm going to show you the knife one more time because we're giving away 2 of them. Are you in here, Jonathan? I hope you
Jonathan
still.
from Action? Is he in here?
Yeah, he's not winning. He entered, but he's not winning. So head over to Tops and thank Tops. I appreciate everybody. Please, Tops Knives. Are you in here, Jonathan, or what? What are you doing? I'll call him if he ain't in here. I'll wake the motherfucker up. I know he's in here. So
I don't know, John. I don't know if my comments are updating.
They should be.
The last comment I see is from Gilly Do Jeep.
They should be.
Yeah?
Yeah, they should be. If you're on Suresh's team, comment away. I'm going to show the knife one more time. Jonathan, you in here? If you're not, I'm going to lose my mind. So head over to Tops.
You got to raise it up a little bit. There we go. That's the knife.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to give that away right now?
Yeah, I want Jonathan to pick a winner. I don't know where he went. I can raise him up, and we'll have a winner. So if he doesn't answer, I know Cassie, I had you pick one before. There's 2 of them, so we're gonna give them away.
Yep.
Well, let me see if I can get. Let me see. I can
While
get.
you're doing that, I wanted to say one more shout out just to everyone who's here, who's listening. I like knives. That's it. Ben, thank you. Martin, I like knives. Yeah, who doesn't like knives, right? We all like a knife. Taurus for the generous donation of the 1911. Dark Alliance Firearms for their generous donation of their time and energy to custom engrave this beautiful gun. We have Crossbreed Holsters, who is going to donate a holster to go along with the 221B tactical bag. We also have a Breakthrough Clean ammo can cleaning kit. Thank you to John for coordinating that. And thank you to Eric from Breakthrough Clean.
Breakthrough
if you guys
Clean.
don't know about Breakthrough Clean, go over to the page on their last post, like the post, and also say, hi, Eric, on the last post.
Yeah, do me a favor. Go do that now. Joe Gruff, I'm answering your question. Yeah, Jonathan's going to pick the winner now. To answer your question, I don't use a number generator. It takes too long. It's a pain in the ass. We just do this random. It's totally random. 99% of the time, I don't pick the winners. I'll pick one of you guys to pick a winner. We spread it around. Okay, there's Jonathan. He's going to pick a winner right now on Dark Alliance to thank him. Make sure you share something with Dark Alliances in your story. It doesn't take much. Show Jeremy some love, put some stuff out there, and thank him. We'll wait for Jonathan to come back with something. So,
John, I'm gonna close out and come back in because my screen's froze. Hang on.
Okay. Let him close out and come back in. I'm going to do the same. Give you guys a minute. I'm going to do the same so we have a fresh hour. Head out and make sure you comment and tag. Thank Taurus. Thank all the companies. So hopefully everybody's getting this. You guys on YouTube, I'm not neglecting you. Make sure you're liking everything, tagging everything. Everybody's coming back in. So let's wait for Suresh and we'll get everything going again. Cassie, what's going on? So I'm going to put down at the bottom again. I wanted to refresh myself. I'm going to put at the bottom the rules. Suresh, do you want to tell everybody about the bag? Do you want to start to dip into that?
Yeah, so a lot of you saw our live debut of the Ultimate Assault Pack, which we did live from Las Vegas, SHOT Show 2019. A lot of people have reached out asking us about coming out with a new bag. And we know there's a lot of great bags out there. A lot of companies make a lot of great bags. And I've used many of them. I'm a bag guy. I have, I don't know how many bags, probably only rivaled by John Bartolo's bag collection. I will say right now, while I was a cop, and even still today, one of my favorite bags is Vertex. John, I think you'll agree with me. Vertex makes beautiful bags.
It's a great bag.
Great bags. And I'm a big fan. But I wanted to develop a bag for 221B that had some design elements that I didn't quite see in a bag that was out there, and I wanted it customized to me. Well, I customized it to me and released it to the public. So what it is an assault pack that looks like a traditional assault pack. I'm going to try to bring it onto the screen here. But the beauty of it, people on YouTube got the best view of it, but the beauty of it is it has all your storage that you want. It has expansion capabilities along the side. Facebook's getting a good view of it. But it has the ability on the back of it. I'm going to try to get this around here without knocking over my drink. On the back, you have the ability to hide one of the backpack straps. So now, if you want to use it as a backpack, you just deploy this strap here, and you connect it down, and you have a double strap backpack. Or a lot of people like the single strap sling. However, most bags that are a single strap sling bag, you could only sling it one way. It's from your right shoulder down to your left hip. That's not the most convenient way to carry for a lot of people, because when they sling the bag around the front of them to access the bag or to draw a weapon, it's not the right position, or they're drawing with the wrong hand.
Right.
So we made this bag to hide either strap, right or left, and cross it over to the other side. So not only can you wear it as a backpack, but you could also choose if you want to sling it from right shoulder to left hip or left shoulder to right hip. That's the versatility of this bag. So it's 3 bags in one, and you choose how you want to wear it on any given time. But now the best part of it is, and this is where crossbreed holsters comes into play. Oh, the other thing right here, we put this little bag on the strap. You're going to see here, this little bag that goes on the strap is a quick access pouch. Now, this is great to keep your keys in, to keep your wallet in. There's some bungee on the inside to hold some things down, because one of the things that I hated doing when I had a sling bag on or a backpack on is to have to swing the bag off my shoulder and bring it around the front to access something little, like my wallet, my keys, or my phone. Now, while this is strapped across your chest, you can put all that little stuff right here, so you don't have to sling the bag around to the front and have that pain to deal with. Now, the best part, this bag has a hidden pouch on the bottom that is sealed with magnetic closures right here. I'm going to try to show this to the gram. Right here, hidden pouch. And you break this pouch with your fingers, you break that magnetic seal. And you see it closes there. And it's a really strong magnet. You can almost hear it close there. I see if I can show this on the gram. There you go. So, inside there, heavy duty Velcro. So, when you sling the bag around, I'm going to try to do this, and you're going to draw your Taurus 1911, you could actually put your bag in there, break this without making a sound, and draw from your holster your weapon, your Dark Alliance engraved Taurus 1911. So I wanted to do this because I didn't like bags that, to access that concealed weapon, you had to open a zipper and then go in and get it. Or I didn't like bags that you had to break.
We have a winner.
What's that?
We have a winner. Not to cut you off. We'll take a break from the bag. We have a winner, C. Stoutman. C. Stoutman, if you're in this live, you are the winner of the Topps blade. The DM will be inbound. C. Stoutman. One blade down.
C. Stoutman.
And Suresh is alluding to what the grand prize will be. The grand prize will be the bag, the Taurus 1911, the crossbreed Velcro holster, which he's going to get to the Velcro component.
Oh.
We're going to go there next.
We're going to get there.
You're going to get the engravings, and we're going to maybe even toss in the cleaning kit, and we'll toss in the...
You got to get a cleaning kit to clean your new 1911.
Yeah. So that alone right there is going to be about a $2,000 prize easily.
Yeah, $2,000.
So do you want to show them the Velcro?
So, inside the bag, here, show this on Facebook, show this on the gram.
Kate, the rules are below.
I'm hitting all kinds of stuff here. So inside here is the Velcro panel. So you break that magnetic, and right inside there, I don't know if you guys can see, I don't know how close I can get, but you'll see there's a Velcro panel that runs the whole inside of this. It's going to hold your crossbreed Velcro backed holster. It's going to keep that weapon securely in there, and you have the magnetic closure that snaps closed. So when you sling this bag around and you see some trouble coming, you can silently, without a zipper, without Velcro, you could break that magnetic field, go in, draw that weapon, that beautiful Taurus 1911, and there you go. And you'll see this automatically magnetically closes, just like that.
Right.
Do it for Facebook, watch that magnetic closure, there you go. That's it. So, silent draw of your 1911, your Taurus 1911, held in there securely with your crossbreed Velcro-backed holster in a bag that doesn't require a zipper to open, no Velcro that's loud. You're going to be a silent but deadly concealed carry bag owner. So imagine that bag with the custom engraved by Dark Alliance Firearms, 1911 from Taurus, tucked in with a crossbreed holster. John, we're going to throw something else in that bag, too. We got to throw something else. We might throw something else. We got to throw something else. We might throw a pair of our brand new shooting gloves.
Pair of gloves. Perfect place to hide Skittles. That's right, Semi-Auto Kid. If you don't have iTunes, Gilly, head over to Podbean. Head over to Podbean if you don't have iTunes. Let's give away an Inforce weapon light. Everybody in here, head over to Inforce. Comment and tag the sponsors. Thank Inforce. We'll do this one a little tricky. Comment and tag on Inforce and comment and tag on 221B Tactical. Let them know what you think of the bag. Head over to either one of those pages, and I'm going to have someone pick a winner in 1 minute. I'm going to give you guys 1 minute. So head over to both of those pages, Inforce Weapon Lights and 221B Tactical. We'll give away gloves, don't worry. But
yeah, we'll give away gloves. See, Stoutman, Celine, congrats on your new knife. Thank you so much for being here. She is on Facebook and the gram.
Mm-hmm.
That's dedicated.
Head over to Podbean, download all the episodes. That helps me a ton. Download all the episodes. I'm trying to creep into 1,000 downloads really fast. Head over to Podbean. I'm giving it exactly 1 minute, and we're going to pick a winner. We're going to head over there 1 minute, and we'll pick a winner on either Inforce or 221B Tactical. So in that 1 minute, I'm going to give a quick 30 seconds of the Super Bowl. I was going back and forth with Denny last time. We were talking about, he brought up a point that Brady didn't have a lot of Hall of Famers. And I went down the list. I think Brady's had a few, and he has 2, I believe, that are up for the Hall of Fame this year. I know it's Richard Seymour, and there's another one, Ty Law. So I did want to say Brady's had help through the years. I think I had it down to about 10 or 12 Hall of Famers through the years, and we're coming up on 40 seconds. I'll read these off really fast, and then we'll get to picking a winner. But I had it down to a good number, a healthy number of Hall of Famers. I know he had Vince Wilfork in there. He had a few others in there. Corey Dillon, I thought. Vinatieri, Benjamin Watson, Ty Law, Logan Mankins, Matt Light.
Mankins,
yeah. Dante Hightower, I think, is a Hall of Famer. Rob Gronkowski, obviously. I just think a lot of them out of this era you won't know till it's said and done. So, stay on the grind. I think we're going to know if Ty Law and Richard Seymour got in today or this weekend. I know that they were writing letters. So we're on a minute and a half. I'm going to go check the pages now, and we're going to pick a winner. Let's see.
Check them out. I hope everyone's commenting on 221B Tactical, by the way.
I mentioned
just
that.
Saying. Not saying, but just saying.
I mentioned that. I said we're going to randomly pick from one of the pages. Let's see what we got. 53 comments on Inforce. And let's see on 221B. And I'll let somebody randomly pick a winner. I'll pick a past winner in here. And we have about 40 comments on here. So let me see who we got in here to randomly pick a winner.
Kate Marshall's on here. What's going on, Kate?
What's up, Kate? Let me see who's in here. 85 for real. You've won in the past. Why don't you randomly pick a winner from either 221B Tacticals page or from Inforce Weapon Lights page? You pick the page. You pick the winner. Head over there.
Sarah Lee on Facebook. This is going to change your life. She's a new
Denny. I don't think he's had the receiving core of the Steelers and the Cowboys. But I will tell you this. Randy Moss, Rob Gronkowski, and the combination of Wes Welker and Julian Edelman is not a bad combination through the years. Would I put them up in that echelon? I think Michael Irvin was in a world all himself. He was on another planet. But Randy Moss was too. You could flip a coin choosing between those two guys. I think Rob Gronkowski is the greatest tight end that ever walked the planet. That's my opinion. I don't
know about that.
Who's better?
The greatest tight end that ever walked the planet?
Who's better?
I think people could put Jason Witten against that.
No way. Not a chance. There's not a chance Jason Witten. There's not a chance Jason Witten holds Rob Gronkowski's jock strap. So
all right, let's hear it.
I'm going to give you. So while 85 for real is picking a winner, so Rob Gronkowski, just to give you stats from Pro Football Reference, Tony Gonzalez, not a chance. He was a slot guy at best in disguise as a tight end, and everybody would agree with that. Just to give you an idea, Rob Gronkowski, all time, has. Let me get to his all-time numbers. He is number 5.
Tony's in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yes. He's number 12 in receiving yards all time, Rob Gronkowski. He's number 17 in receiving TDs all time. He's a 4-time All-Pro, 5-time Pro Bowler. He's got 80 touchdowns, which puts him 8th all time. He has 7,879 all-purpose yards. He's played in 15 playoff games, which makes him 19th. He's got averages 15 yards after reception, which is ungodly. 15 yards after reception. He's 9th all-time in playoff games, and he is 21st all-time in yards from scrimmage with 7,863. 21st all-time with yards from scrimmage. Gates isn't even in Gronkowski's league. So
Gates is in the CFL.
15 yards after contact, Anthony, is insane. 85 for real. When you have a winner, just say it.
He doesn't have wheels.
So Tony Gonzalez was great. Antonio Gates was great. Jason Witten, no. Heroes wear dog tags. Heroes wear dog tags is the winner of an Inforce weapon light. Heroes wear dog tags.
I agree with Man Corey. Gronk is good, but he's not the best.
Tell me who's better.
85 for real. Heroes Heroes Wear Dog Tags?
Heroes Wear Dog Tags is the winner of an Inforce weapon light. Black Wolf, what's going on?
All right.
Listen, we're going to debate this for a second because I really need some better essay on all this because this makes no sense to me. Gronkowski is a total game changer. He changes the whole dynamic of how you cover, of how you do anything.
He won the last game for them.
He changes everything. And according to Athlon Sports, they list Jason Witten as number 9 all time. As number 9. Tony Gonzalez is still listed as number 1, and they have Gronkowski as number 4 when this came out, and this came out about 2 years ago.
Above Gronk. Who do they have above Gronk?
Above Gronk right now, this is 2 years old, keep in mind. Above Gronk, they have right now Tony Gonzalez, of course. And Tony Gonzalez has a great body of work. There's no question. Antonio Gates, Shannon Sharp, and Rob Gronkowski. Now, I can see the Antonio Gates argument, but I would like to see Antonio Gates. Antonio Gates was an 8-time Pro Bowler. I mean, he was no joke. And he had 114 TDs, which is more than Gronk. But, yeah, Jason Witten's not even close. Jason Witten's not even close. Jason Witten was like...
Witten was a game changer.
Jason Witten was the best tight end in the NFC. I would have liked to see him in the AFC in a pass-happy league where he could have put some numbers up. But to say he's in Gronk's league, put it this way, Jason Witten had 10 yards after contact. He averaged 10 yards after contact. Rob Gronkowski averaged 15.
That's insane.
That's an insane, ungodly number. That means you hit him, you bounced off of him, and for 15 yards, he carried you. So if I'm betting...
On average, half the time he carried you more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have wide-out speed.
As of the printing...
D-back speed.
Just to put it in perspective, as of the printing of this, he had 102 games played, he had 474 catches, he had 7,000 yards, 15 yards per catch, and 76 touchdowns.
85 for real, just dropped a savage comment.
Whit was a dog.
No. 85 for real.
See, my thing with my thing, you guys.
There are better tacklers in the NFC.
My thing with Shannon Sharp and with Tony Gonzalez is they came on at a time when there really wasn't true slot guys, and a lot of them didn't line up on the line. They lined up in the slot. And what they did was they created mismatches. So that was my thing. I mean, if you were blocking, you want Gronk or you want Gonzalez? You want Gronk every time. Every time. He's like having another offensive lineman. The guy's 270 pounds. You want him.
Yeah.
You don't want a 230-pound Tony Gonzalez. I'm sorry. You don't want a 240-pound Shannon Sharp. I'm sorry. You don't. There's no chance. There's no chance. Linebackers were slower then. Yeah, you can make that argument all day, but you know
I think that's a valid argument.
Yeah, but teams ran a lot of nickel then. The Tampa 2 was a big defense, which would put the safety on the tight end. A lot of people have to understand the scheme was different. The Tampa 2 defense was huge from 2001 to about 2010, which moved safeties around and had them play a lot like linebackers. That Tampa 2 really thrived.
That went away like 2012.
Yeah, everybody was slower then. Denny, I don't know if everybody was slower then. I don't know about that. I think everybody was pretty fast. I just think the sizes have changed. But if I'm picking a team tomorrow, I would put Gronk, Gates, and if I'm looking for a slot guy, Tony Gonzalez. I mean, Tony Gonzalez will always go down as a bit of a pretty boy because he really didn't play on the line a lot. He didn't play on the line a lot. If you go back and you look at his career, let's give away another prize. Let's do this either off of my page or Crossbreed Holsters. We'll give away another knife.
Okay.
So head over to my page, comment and tag the sponsors on my page. Head over to Crossbreed Holsters and thank them. Head over to Crossbreed Holsters and thank them. I'm going to give you guys 2 or 3 minutes, and we're going to give away another prize.
I like on Facebook, on my Facebook page, D.A. Arthur. He's writing a report while he's watching our live, hearing us go back and forth. I love this.
We're gonna do a YouTube giveaway too. So
we are gonna do a YouTube giveaway. So everyone watching on YouTube, I see some subscribers popping in.
Yep.
On YouTube, we get the notifications live as you're subscribing. So thank you for that.
I don't think we need to get into the debate of who is the best quarterback of all time. I don't think we need to have that debate. The Gronk one is a good one. And Gronk's his own monster. I do agree with that. I think Gronk has opened up the eyes of a lot of people of a big man that can move like that. Head over to Crossbreed Holsters. Give them some love. Head over to my page, and we'll pick a winner off either page. For those of you on YouTube, I'm going to show you Crossbreed's home landing. Head over to Crossbreed Holsters. Give them some love. Give them some love. Head over to my page, and we'll pick a winner off either page. Appreciate everything that they do. For those of you on support. Always great folks over there. If you've ever spent some time with them at one of the shows, they've been the tried and true holster out there for a long time. Peyton Manning, Peyton Manning would trade careers with Tom Brady in 30 seconds flat. So you're smoking a little too much bad shit.
10 seconds.
In 10 seconds. That's not even close. Peyton Manning might not even be the best quarterback in his own house. In his own house. Eli Manning would have something to say about that. Eli Manning.
There's people who make that argument. I got to tell you, as a Giants fan, I know people who make that argument. But that's a tough argument.
Denny's right. In less than 30 seconds. So the Peyton Manning argument's dead. And if it's not dead, I just killed it. I just killed it.
Yeah.
So
real quick, I want to say something about Crossbreed Holsters, but I just want to say a quick shout out to Chad Schmidt, Sarah Lee, Gary W., Josh Green, Michael Kibler, my man, John Berner, tuning in.
Just comment on their page.
From the hood, my old hood, Spotswood, and Desiree Kent. Thank you to everyone tuning in on Facebook. Thank you to those tuning in on our YouTube channel. We're going to pick a YouTube winner, so if you're not subscribed, pick up your phone, pick up your keyboard, head over to our YouTube page, subscribe, and no way, Peyton is much better than Eli. John, I don't know.
That's a fight they can have in their own house. I'm not going to have it here. but I think he's got a couple of rings against a better opponent.
Going back to Crossbreed, this is something that I do want to share because this is something that happens in the back end that a lot of people don't see. When John's putting something together like this, he calls me. We coordinate. John and I probably talk on the phone every day. And he told me about putting this together, and of course I said I'm in. And he said, "How about the 1911 with Taurus, the bag, and what do you need for the bag?" I said, "What do you think?" He said, "Crossbreed." I said, "Of course, because they have that Velcro backed holster." Great. He called Lindsay at Crossbreed, got her in on the phone, three-wayed her in, and I would say about 10 seconds later, she's like, "We're in. What do you need?" So, you have a company like that, and John's been around long enough, I've been around long enough. Some of you here, Facebook, on the gram, on YouTube, you know how the industry works, and you know how these things work. Sometimes you put a call out to someone to get them to donate to a cause, donate to a giveaway, donate to an event, whatever it may be, and you get some hemming and hawing, or you get the what's in it for me, kind of thing, and, the whole back and forth. There was zero, zilch, nothing. It's kind of like John talking about how Gronk's the greatest. There's nothing. There was zero. Lindsay was like, "What do you need? We're in."
Watch, we'll test that theory. We'll test that theory right now. BB, I know Grey Ghost is itching to get in on this. I'm about to have someone pick a winner for the second knife, either off my page or Crossbreed Holsters. So, BB, what do you want to give from Grey Ghost? We'll test that theory. BB, who you pulling for in this game?
Let's see who they're
Plate
pulling.
carrier.
All right,
BB's
so
going to give a
right now, John. I'm going to do something right now. We're going to have right now, because we're closing in on game time, we're less than 3 hours from game time. So I want to throw this out there. On Facebook, this is going to be memorialized. On the gram, it'll be up for about an hour, right, or 24 hours. Facebook, it will be for here forever. And on YouTube, it is going to live forever. We want everyone on here right now to put in your guess of what the score of the game is going to be.
Ooh.
Okay, so here's how it works. If you guess correctly, you will win one of, I'm going to select 10 high-level 221B tactical products, and you get any one you want for free.
Wow.
Max Dry Vest, knife, bag, $100, $200, doesn't matter what it costs. If you correctly guess the score of the game, but you got to put your comment in right now. Right now, the time is 15:39 Eastern Standard Time.
Oof.
Put in your guess of what the final score is going to be, and we will be
I think it's going to be higher.
Comments.
I like Gilly's comment. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Very high-scoring.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
I think it's we're due for a high-scoring Super Bowl. So BB's Grey Ghost is in for a plate carrier. Tack Taylor Grey Ghost in for a plate carrier.
Oh man!
So they're in for a plate carrier. So we're gonna bombard their page shortly after. So I only have 37 comments on my last post. I want to pick a winner for the other knife. Head over to my page, comment. We're going to pick a winner for the knife. Head over to Crossbreed. I'm going to check Crossbreed now, and I'm going to have someone pick a winner for the other knife.
All right, let's go.
So many prizes. I got to start to give these away. Let's see what we got at Crossbreed. At Crossbreed, we have 42. Guys, tap hearts and tap the paper airplane and invite people in. There's not enough people in here. I'm not giving away the grand prize with fucking 30 people in here.
We're not giving away a custom engraved gun to 20 people.
No
we
way.
got to get people
1421 Rams, Blake, you're gone. You're nuts. Grey Ghost Minimalist Plate Carrier. We're going to give that away next. Okay. Comment on my page, tag the sponsors, comment, and share on my page. We're on Instagram, my page, and Crossbreed Holsters. Crossbreed Holsters in my page.
And go give Grey Ghost some love.
Yeah, we're going to do Grey Ghost next. We got a plate carrier. We're going to absolutely fucking slam them.
Okay,
BB.
so here's what I'm going to add, John. I'm going to add one thing. Whoever guesses the correct score, not only are you going to be able to win something for yourself.
Oh, my God.
But
the local department.
It gets better. We are going to see where you live, and John, you guessed it. And we're going to do two things. We're going to send some gear to the police department in the town you live in, and we're going to find one soldier in the town you live in, and we're going to take care of them.
Oh, wow.
We're going to give some gear, give some gloves. I'll give him an Amazon gift card. I don't care. We're going to take care of a soldier in your town.
Find the soldier.
Find him. We can always find a soldier or someone who served our country in your town. So here's what we're going to do. Guess the score. You're going to win. Your local police department's going to win. And a local hero is going to win.
That's crazy.
So go ahead and put your score guess in right now.
On your page?
Put it right here on the comments. Put it right here on the comments on Facebook. Go on YouTube. Put it on YouTube. And go ahead and put it right here on the gram.
BB, if you're still in here. BB, you still in here? If BB's still in here, which he should be, I'm going to have him pick the winner for the Tops knife. Because we're going to give this second one away.
Let's give it away.
I got tons of knives, so we'll give the second one. I got fucking knives for days. BB, go over to either
Instagram handle ever. Heroes wearing dog tags.
BB, go over to either my page or Crossbreed Holsters and pick a winner for the knife. Go over to my page or Crossbreed Holsters and pick a winner for the knife. BB's going to go pick a winner
hats.
Off of my page.
Obviously drinking adult beverages already.
Yeah, that's too low of a score, man. You have two very high-scoring teams. Brady's going to be getting the ball out fast. I just don't see it being a low-scoring game. And then we're going to give away BB's plate carrier. We're going to get nuts on that.
We're going to get crazy.
We're going to get crazy.
Way, shout out to Riton Optics, making some great optics, really disrupting the optics game at SHOT
Tops Knives. Moses.
Tops.
Tops.
Yes, Tops. Moses.
Mo, Tops. Yeah. So a lot of Pat's 35, Rams 7. That's Union. That's you're being a homer at this point. And I put BB on the spot. I know he picked the Pats, but I do know his family's from New England, so that's a little, you know, a little. But you brought up a good point about the industry earlier, Suresh. You know, it's interesting. You know, through the years with me, people didn't realize the role that I played within the industry and within the firearms business. It's fortunate to have great friends, and I want to thank them all. And I appreciate everybody that always gets behind this stuff because it's fun.
Yeah.
We enjoy doing it. We're having fun doing it. We want to give back. We want to do these things. BB wants to do these things. All of us, you know, we kind of band together to kind of make it a fun industry. And I think a lot of people forget that, and a lot of people get into it for the wrong reasons. I try my best not to touch any of the product. I don't want it in my house. I don't need it. I have plenty. Everybody knows that. I like to give this stuff away to you guys and do fun stuff like this and have a blast doing it. Youngest head coach to win, 28-21 Rams. I don't know if he has in the tanks, you know, making this about Belichick for a second. Belichick just makes people look stupid. What he did to Pete Carroll in that Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks was absolutely insane. He grabbed him by the junk and just waved him around. It was just ridiculous. You know, not calling timeout on the goal line there, forcing him to make a bad decision, to make a bad throw. I don't know if I'm in a close game. If it's close, I don't know if I'm betting against Belichick. I just don't see it. If you give Brady the ball with a minute or more, you're in deep shit. The only thing you can do is hope and pray for a blowout. And I just don't see the Patriots ever getting blown out in a Super Bowl. Heroes wear dog tags. You want an Inforce light.
Heroes wear dog tags. Yes, Inforce light. By the way, about Inforce though. About Inforce. Go to BCG Media and check out the last post.
Yeah, he posted the new light.
Yeah. As a handsome man.
Oh, the Black Mamba himself.
And the new light coming out from Inforce, which we saw at SHOT Show.
Burn Shonham.
So go check it out. BCG Media, last post, you're going to see a guy holding a rifle, and at the end of that rifle is a light. That is a new Inforce light. It is bananas. John, what do you think about that light?
So I've been a part of Inforce for years. A lot of people don't know that. I've worked for the company. I worked for the company for years. Doing media stuff, doing some testing, some development stuff in different capacities with the folks there. I've always loved the product because of, like I've always said, where they're going and what Matt's trying to do and what they're trying to accomplish over there. I think it's a step in the right direction. I think he's trying to give people what they want. People just have to be patient, similar to like the optics companies and everything else. People don't realize the development that goes into this stuff. I think in the beginning, people thought they were trying to compete with Surefire or something along those lines. He was trying to design an affordable light that made sense for the everyday user, and somebody could buy a light that wasn't $400. That's the role he was trying to play. He wasn't trying to compete with that market. And I think now you're seeing him come out with some stuff that's competitive that I think, makes a lot of sense. Burn Shonham won the other night, by the way. Burn Shonham, you'll get a DM after this. Nice. So BB picked him. So we're going to give away the plate carrier. BB was kind enough to donate a plate carrier. So to give away the plate carrier, you have to obviously head over to Grey Ghost Gear. So head over to Grey Ghost Gear and show them some love. This is a badass, BB, what's the value on this? This is a badass giveaway. A lot of people don't like to spend, big money on plate carriers or even spend money on plate carriers because it's one of those kind of, items. I'd like to give it to a Leo or someone that can use it. Head over to Grey Ghost Gear. comment and tag Grey Ghost Gear and thank them, and then head over. I like to mix it up on where this goes, and head over to let's do Tops Knives. It's a $200 value. So Tops Knives, and Grey Ghost, and we'll randomly pick a winner. So we'll give Tops some love. Government workers can't afford a $400 light weird. Denny, you know that better than anybody.
That's true.
So, Tops Knives and Grey Ghost, and do me a favor, guys. We'll make a deal with you because it's a nice plate carrier. I have a couple of them from him. I still got to get the attachments for my other one. But do me a favor. Head over to those two pages and comment and tag. Don't be obnoxious about it. Leave a nice comment. And we're not going to give it away till we get 35 people back in here. So tap the paper airplane, tap hearts on the bottom, and invite people in. I'll give it away at 35 regardless of time. Regardless of time.
He said the plate carrier's $2 bills. So $200 plate carrier.
Mm-hmm.
$200 plate carrier. Yours, absolutely free.
BB, I'm going to come see you, by the way, when Ilio comes up. Ilio's coming up, I think, next week. I'm going to jump in the car with him and come see you. Can do that. I think you were thinking of coming up too. So
I would.
Whether you want to fly up here, Suresh, we can drive over. Whatever, doesn't make a difference.
Max drive vest to the same Leo. We can give a Max drive vest. Someone knows a cop on here.
Yeah,
we can give a Max drive vest away.
Yeah, Ruben does love his. So
don't challenge me with the.
So we're going to toss in a Max drive vest with that too. So now that takes it up to a $300 value. So. Guys, tap the paper airplane on the bottom and invite people in. When 35 people get in, we'll give it away.
I want to say something real quick. BB with Grey Ghost is on here, and I would say this even if he wasn't on here. We're at SHOT Show 2019. I want everyone on Facebook listening to this, and I want everyone on YouTube to listen to this as well, Instagram. Known BB now for quite some time. John's known him for even longer. And we were going back and forth about some ideas and throwing some things around. And BB is a guy who, when we were talking some things and we're saying, how about this, trying to come up with new ideas to take care of people in the industry, whether it's first responders, our military, we're at SHOT Show 2019. Our everyday on Facebook, civilians, and I want everyone on YouTube to listen to this as well as Instagram. In the middle of the conversation, known BB now for quite some time. John's known him for even longer. And we were going back and forth. Tell you go give a shout out to Grey Ghost Gear. Said, guys, come out. You can stay in my home. You stay in my home. Mm-hmm. Just come out. Mm-hmm. Just come out. I'll take care of everything else. You can stay in my home. I'll take care of you. You don't meet very many human beings in this industry or in this world that are authentically saying, come on out, stay in my home, I'll take
35.
care of you, and let's get some stuff going. So a big shout out.
So Tops Knives and Grey Ghost, I'm going to check the pages now. We hit 35 people in here and climbing. Keep tapping the paper airplane. Tops Knives has 80.
Send this out to your local police officers. Send this out to the local people that you know that are serving.
Yeah, I'm looking to get crazy.
Let them know. We got 37 on the gram. Facebook's looking a little weak right now. Leave the live. Go invite people to join the live. If you're on Facebook, leave. Tell people to join the Facebook Live. If you're on Instagram, leave the live. Go invite people. Get back into the live. We want to get the numbers up. We're at 36. That's good. YouTube, we got some people in the house. I see some crossover names. That's good. If you're on multiple platforms watching, that's good.
Oh, yeah. We're going to keep giving stuff away. This is going to get crazy. Grey Ghost Gear has about 44 comments, guys. And I'm ready to pick a winner from either Grey Ghost or Tops. Denny, you still in here? If Denny's not in here, let me find Daily Canine. Let me see. I want to have somebody pick a winner.
Let's see.
Try to get somebody unbiased involved.
You lifted weights and played with this dog. Vet Tech. Get to work. Have a good Sunday. Hope you get to watch the game. Vet Tech 13.
For those of you on YouTube, I showed the Grey Ghost Gear page. I'll show it again. I show you guys.
Denny's not in here.
The website. Head over there. Denny, are you still in? If Denny's still in, I'll have Denny pick a winner on one of the pages. Let's see if we have Denny in here. Denny and I took the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu course together, and we share a lot of mutual friends. He doesn't like to brag. He doesn't like to boast, but he is a black belt.
What?
Yep. So let's see if he's still in here. I'll have him pick a winner. If not, I'll have somebody else do it. Tap hearts, tap the paper airplane.
Is that for real? Denny's a black belt?
Yeah.
Denny's getting some 221B tactical gloves.
Yeah, Denny's a black belt. And I don't like to say what he does for work, but
legit.
He's done some work.
Legit.
Yeah. So, am I going to the Arnold? Right now, no. A lot of my sponsors have backed out from participating in the Arnold. It sneaks up really quick this year. It's February 28th. The pages you're commenting on are Tops Knives or Grey Ghost. Tops Knives or Grey Ghost, B2B. You got a couple more minutes before I send somebody over to pick a winner. So the Arnold has not been... I've gone for 5 or 6 years straight. I don't mind taking a year off. And when I say 5 or 6 years straight, I mean both, like Arnold and Olympia. So, you know, missing one, I'm not going to get mad at it. You know, I'm kind of at that point where I don't feel like I need to go to all of them. If I'm not there for a company, it doesn't really make a ton of sense. I'll definitely be at NRA. Grey Ghost gear. So, I don't know if Denny's still in here. I think Denny took a powder on me. Let me see. Multitask. Heroes wear dog tags. You just won. Why don't you go pick a winner on either Tops Knives or Grey Ghost gear? Heroes wear dog tags. Go pick a winner on either Grey Ghost gear, not precision, Grey Ghost gear, or Tops Knives. Pick a winner.
That's right.
What's my max on bench? My max in competition, I held the New England record at one point. Under 242 was 500 pounds. I carried a 500-plus bench press when I competed. Now, I'm old. I can't do it like I used to. Recently, with Mark Bell training over at Mark's facility, I was doing 400-plus, so I'm still holding some good weight. But, yeah, at my height, I was doing 500 pounds plus, yeah. If you go to EPF, that's Elite Powerlifting Federation, I believe I'm still on the website, is holding the New England record. That was raw.
I've never benched 500 pounds.
There's not a lot of people that do. 500's a total difference maker. Anything over... I know Tony's still chasing it. My body was just built for it. I have short, stubby arms. You know.
Yeah.
The best I ever did... Scotty, the best...
As long as me?
Yeah.
Throwing up 500 pounds, moving it that distance, it's a long way.
Scotty, the best I ever did touch and go in a gym, I'm talking about competition. Touch and go, I've done 5 1/4 to 545. That's touch and go. But when you compete, you kind of learn what the difference is. The difference is, in a competition, you have to go through a beeping system where you kind of have to hold and then press. So there's a little bit of a pause there. They call pause press. So, semi-auto kid? You're picking semi-auto kid.
Semi-auto kid, one?
Semi-auto kid for the plate carrier and for the Max Dry vest.
Damn, semi-auto kid.
All right.
There we go.
So, Tops Knives, we gave away the Inforce Light. We have the grand prize. I got a couple other ancillary prizes. But let's talk football for about 5 minutes and take a break from giveaways for a second. I want to thank everybody. I want to take a minute to thank the sponsors and thank everybody. I want to thank Crossbreed Holsters. Make sure you guys leave a little something in your story. Yeah, BB, I'll get the DMs going. I got a list here. Don't worry about that. To everybody that does want to donate, kind of like how BB did on the fly, I get a lot of DMs and I get a lot of stuff like that. That's cool if you want to jump in. I also do my best to sift through those as best I can and make sure that they fit. I want to thank Crossbreed. I want to thank Tops. I want to thank Breakthrough Clean. I want to thank 221B Tactical, of course. I know I take for granted because Suresh is in here. Taurus. Taurus is awesome for doing this. Can't thank them enough. We're going to get to them. Dark Alliance. Dark Alliance. I want you guys, to realize Suresh and I take time out of our day. We don't have to do this. He could be spending time with the people he loves and wants to spend time with. I could be spending time with the people I love and want to spend time with, but we're spending it here with you. Stuff away prior to the show, prior to the Super Bowl. I say show because it's partly a show. But whether it's go on YouTube, watch some of these YouTubes, like, comment, share the YouTubes. Head over to the podcast on iTunes. Leave a 5-star, shows love. So please, take a minute to thank everybody. And download on Podbean. That's right, 85 for real. The downloads on Podbean mean a lot. They help a ton. I'm going to push this, and I'm going to push this through giveaways and things like that for a little while, because what I'm trying to do is get the Podbean and get everything up. Once it's up and running, it kind of starts to take about, Periscope. If all else fails, Periscope. I'm on Periscope. I'm at about 370 downloads on Podbean, 400 downloads. It goes up every day, so the more you guys download the episodes, share the episodes. If you don't have iTunes, I greatly appreciate it if you head over there, and I have the sponsors listed on my landing page. It's just the John Bartolo Show on Podbean, so if you take a minute, do that, download all the episodes. I know Denny did. A few other people had messaged me that they did, so I appreciate it. So,
thanks for hitting the hearts, everyone. Thanks for hitting the hearts.
Yeah, tap the hearts, tap the paper airplanes. Who do you want to thank? I want to thank Inforce, too.
Got to thank Inforce. I want to thank Eric at Breakthrough Clean. Sometimes gun cleaning products and gun care products are dismissed and put on the back burner, and people kind of are like, it's just lube or it's just solvent. What Eric at Breakthrough Clean has created is not just next level solvents and cleaners and lubricants, but he's created a brand. And John, you've been a big part
of it for years, yeah.
That is so much more than just stuff in a bottle to take care of your weapon. They've innovated, come out with not only these beautifully put together kits, but also tools that are utilized to clean your weapon. So they've really taken something that some people could say is mundane, lubricants and solvents, and taken it to the next level. So thank you to them. We got a ammo can cleaning kit for the winner of the 1911. So we want to say thank you to Breakthrough Clean. I know you mentioned Taurus. I'll mention Taurus again for so kindly donating the 1911. I mentioned Riton Optics before. A lot of people, some people on Facebook asking about what I'm drinking. I'm drinking Tria Energy. It's made by a company called Modere. I like it because it's all natural. It has 0 sugar, and it actually tastes good, and has natural caffeine, which I like about it, and it also has collagen in it. So a lot of people who are lifting heavy, you're in the gym, you put your body through the work, it helps your joints, your muscles, your tendons. For ladies, it helps keep that skin smooth, keeps those hair and those nails beautiful. So a lot of people asking about that. That's what I'm sipping on at the moment. It is delicious. Tria Energy by a company called Modere. Anyone wants a link where I buy it, I'll just let you know, and you go buy it. I don't get anything for it, but it's good stuff. You can try it out. The other thing I want to talk about, real quick, we're going to get to it in a minute, but a lot of people have asked about lately diet. I know John posts a lot about his diet, and
someone called me chubby earlier, and I'm the skinniest I've ever been.
I talk about it once they did. Unbelievable.
I appreciate that.
Oh, by the way, someone asked about this earlier. No, I don't have a discount code for this stuff. I just buy it and drink it. Not involved, but I love it. So no discount code, sorry. But it's good. Diet. Today, Super Bowl Sunday is a day where you're going to be presented with a lot of different food, a lot of different options, a lot of adult beverages, food, things like that. And, I tell people, when they say, well, what do? Do you stick to your diet on Super Bowl Sunday? No, I don't. I don't stick to the diet, A lot of people know, I did the keto for quite some time. I've modified that now and incorporated smartly some carbohydrates into it. You're going to have days where you deviate from your plan. As long as those days are few and far between, that's okay. That's how I am. That's how I personally am. I know a lot of people look at people like Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and, every Sunday is his cheat day. He's eating a whole pizza. He's eating 6 stacks of pancakes, and, he's eating a plate of brownies and all that stuff. Okay, that's cool. That works for some people. But what I say is everything in moderation. Everything in Cassie, chili and keto cornbread. That's awesome. So there are ways you can eat healthy on days like this. It is possible. But if you can't, you're going to someone else's home. You're not preparing the food. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. You can deviate a little bit. Don't go bananas. But you want to be able to stick within moderation. And that's okay. And then tomorrow, you hop back on board. That's it. Let's see, some top shelf ramen
I'm
noodles.
doing a post right now on Breakthrough. I'm doing a post on Breakthrough for everyone to go comment on, and I'm going to get to the diet question. I saw a couple fly by the boards.
Yeah, a lot of people always look at your diet, John. You post a lot about your diet, and I'm sure a lot of people have questions because sometimes you post stuff that just looks absolutely delicious. And I say to myself, if I ate that, I would be 300 pounds. But I know everyone's body type is different. Everyone's training regimen is different. It calls for different things. A lot of people ask, they send DMs about my diet and my nutrition plan. Yeah, it's the low-carb plan. It was based off of keto, and now I've incorporated here and there some carbs at strategic times. So I'm trying to exploit carbohydrates the best I can for my training goals. And it's just, I'm doing what works for me. Going full keto doesn't work for everyone, especially maybe if you're trying to put on mass. Some people it works for putting on mass. Some people are trying to do keto to lose weight, and it works great. There's a lot of benefits to keto from a lot of other standpoints. A lot of people who are dealing with certain illnesses like cancer are put on the ketogenic diet and are seeing phenomenal results. So there's a reason to go on every diet based on whatever your situation is, but you got to ultimately find out what works best for you. That's what I'm doing right now. Do I deviate from it? Of course I deviate from it. I deviate from it from time to time on occasion, but you get right back on board and you get with it, and that's it. That's really it. If it's not sustainable over the long run, it's not worth doing. You can't do it. So I always tell people, do something that's sustainable and give yourself breaks once in a while.
So I'm putting a post up on Breakthrough, guys. I'm going to get to diet. So head over to Breakthrough and leave some comments and show some love because they donate an ammo can cleaning kit, and they've donated in the past many things. So please take a minute to show them some love. We may pick the grand prize winner from there or from wherever. So a few things. About diet and about those things that come up, and especially these opportunities when you have the chance to go to these crazy parties and like Suresh said, there's fried food, there's this, there's that, and even traveling. Traveling's a great thing, and somebody who just mentioned they cut soda. So I want to say something that should resonate a little bit with you guys. So the things that I post, the things that I eat, and how I diet. So I do a lot of what we call carb cycling and moving things around. You cannot, when you see people in photos and you see people in ridiculous shape, it's not sustainable over a long period of time. I will tell you that. Mike Coonihan will tell you that. No Donuts here. Other guys will tell you that. It is not sustainable. That's why people prep for shows over a period of time. I will tell you what is real. What is real is having the ability to really clamp down on your diet for a period of time. Now, with that being said, somebody like myself who has 20, 30 years of training under his belt, my body's like an elastic. It has the ability to snap back the way that I train. And Denny, he's rolled with me. I'm not the best jiu-jitsu. I'm not the best at anything. But I do understand my body very well and what I can put into it and what I can take away fairly quickly. I tell everybody this. Stop with the mentality of I'm going to train like an animal and the diet starts Monday and I'm going to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's not realistic. You will quit. You will run out of steam. You have to create a model that makes sense for you, and you have to create a model that's sustainable over a period of time. And if you can only train 2 days a week, it's like jiu-jitsu. If you can only get there Tuesdays and Thursdays, and that's what I was doing. I was doing 2 to 3 days a week of jiu-jitsu. If you can only do weights a couple days a week, start there. Start with getting there. After you're getting there, then you can start to pull pieces out. And people say, well, how do I diet? I don't know how to diet. I don't know how to do that. You have to start with light white meats, clear liquids, and start to go in that direction. If soda's your Achilles heel, like I love a Diet Coke. I'm always eating Diet Coke, drinking Diet Coke. You have to start to pull things out little by little by little. And as you pull things out, you'll clean up your diet slowly but surely. The closer you can get to chicken breast, egg whites, things like that, you're going to eat cleaner right off the bat. You have to start to move in that direction. You know, I eat like a pig on days like this. I don't care. And Suresh has seen me out. I eat like an animal. So he brought up a good point, The Rock and his cheat meals. I can promise you that The Rock, you know, has a professional chef. He's eating clean 6 days a week, 5 meals a day, 30 meals a week. And then he has that Sunday where he's eating whatever he wants. What he's doing is he's carb cycling. He's cycling his carbs. So it's really a simple strategy that he's invoking. But you have to remember, The Rock has 30, 40 years of lifting weights. But the guy's 50. And to people that say, I can't do it, I'm too old, I'm this and that, you can start whenever. Yes, you may not become a bodybuilder if you haven't touched a weight for 30 years and you think you're going to pick one up and you're going to look like a bodybuilder. That's not in the cards. But the reality is you have the ability to do those things and to get into good shape. You have to be really hard on yourself, and you're going to have to work at it, and it's going to take time.
You know, Knox, you make a good point, and this is something I wrote a blog about, and a lot of people responded to it as well. Just a quick shout out to Clayton Brown. He lost 40 pounds on keto.
It's going to kick us out of the live, by the way.
What's that?
It's going to kick us out of the live in 40 seconds. We'll come back on and give the grand prize away.
And then we're done. We're going to come back live and give the grand prize away. But Knox, 120 ounces of water, a gallon of water a day changed my life. I wrote a blog about it. If you're not doing the gallon of water a day, you're out of the loop. Knox, right on. Okay, we're going to get out of here, and we are going to come back and do.
Head over to Breakthrough and leave comments.
Get ready for the game.
Head over to Breakthrough.
Breakthrough clean.
All right, we're going to be coming back live on Instagram, live on every platform, and we're going to give away the grand prize. So hopefully everybody's tuning in. We're talking a little diet, we're talking a little football, talking a little bit of everything, really. So excited about that, excited about all things. So this should be really good. So we're going to stay tuned. We're going to stay. Gallon of water a day, that's right. Gallon of water a day. Let's get Suresh back. We'll give the grand prize away. Let's get Suresh back in here. There he is.
Here we go.
So we've been going strong for about an hour and 25 minutes or so, off and on. A little longer than we wanted, but we kind of accounted for that.
All right.
So a couple things. We're talking diet. We're talking everything else. We're going to give away the Taurus 1911. We're going to give away the Taurus 1911. We're going to give away the bag. We're going to give away the holster from Crossbreed Holsters. We're going to give away some gloves with it. We're going to give away some gloves. We're going to give away the engravings. The engravings from Jeremy at Dark Alliance. This is probably, safe to say, a well over $2,000 package. A well over $2,000 package. So
listen, everyone on Facebook, Instagram, if $2,000 is no big deal to you, just log off now and tell a friend. So
Taurus has 3 posts up. We got to show Taurus some love. They have 3 posts up. Okay? They have one with Jesse Harrison. They have one here with, in the middle, that's a NRA one, and then they have one on the back end that's the Great American Outdoor Show. If you've ever been to the Great American Outdoor Show, you probably wanted to jump off a bridge at some point. So head over to those 3 posts, each person, and tag a friend. Tap hearts on the bottom and invite people in.
Hearts.
I made a deal with Suresh, and we'll do some talking and everything else. Made a deal. If we hit over 50, 51, we'll give it away live. If not, we're going to give it away at halftime. So we're at about 28 people in and out of here. So I'm going to write up the rules in here.
Tap the hearts on Facebook.
Tap the hearts, go to YouTube, go everywhere else, comment and tag.
Go on the tube.
Head
YouTube.
to Taurus.
All right. Listen, this is going to be a $2,000 giveaway. Free. 1911. Custom engraved by Dark Alliance Firearms. You're going to get the brand new, not even available right now because it's sold out, brand new 221B Tactical Ultimate Assault Pack with the new magnetic concealed carry compartment. You're going to get a pair of our Guardian SLG shooter's gloves, and to house your brand new custom engraved Taurus 1911, you're going to have a brand new Velcro backed crossbreed holster. Over $2,000. I think we're over $2,000. All in. Over $2,000. And we're going to give this away right now, Super Bowl Sunday. So whether your team wins or loses,
3 posts.
There you go. 3 posts right there. Go like them. Tag someone. Let's get 50 people in here. If not, we're going to wait till halftime. But we are going to give this. We want to give this away right now. So let's make this happen right now. Get 50 people in here. Send the comments out. Hit the paper airplane. Get people out on Facebook. Send the comments out. Send the text message. Smoke signals. Carrier pigeon. Whatever you got to do. Snap it out.
Snap it.
We're going to give this away. Taurus 1911 custom engraved.
To everyone on YouTube, I'm going to show you on the YouTube where to go.
On this away. Taurus 1911 custom engraved.
YouTube. To everyone on YouTube, I'm going to show you on the YouTube where to go. Here. Head over and comment and tag a friend. And YouTube. To everyone on YouTube. Now, to everybody else, I want to add one thing. Before, everybody, I know everybody's coming in and out. Yep. Make sure you're heading over to iTunes, John Bartolo Show, and leaving a review. I'm going to pick some winners for some other stuff, whether it's through the reviews, whether it's through YouTube. So I know YouTube's a little tricky. You have the chat where it's the chat while it's the ongoing show. Yeah, so when the show wraps, tap the likes, leave the comments, everything else. When I do in my next episode, I know Suresh will be in on this. I know a bunch of other people. I'm going to give some stuff away based on people that share and tag this stuff. So whether it's his stuff, my stuff, we'll collaborate. We'll do something that comes out of this. So, I know it has to be approved. That's why what I'm saying is PNW is to anyone that downloads on Podbean and leaves comments and everything else, I check all those. I'm going to be checking those on the next episode. We'll give everybody about 5 minutes to work on this because this show's about the game. So I'm going to reiterate the rules one more time. Tap the hearts on the bottom and tap the paper airplane. The hearts do help, Denny. Send it out. If we get 50 people in here, we'll give away the grand prize, which is a 1911 from Taurus and the bag, the holster, the engravings from Dark Alliance, and gloves. So, So do all the above, and we'll get this done. Now, about the game, we've tossed around. We've tossed around predictions. We've tossed around
on Facebook. I see it.
We've tossed around all kinds of stuff. I wanna say this. We brought this up earlier. People said, I'm not going to watch. The kneeling was an issue. This was an issue. That was an issue. Blah, 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 blah. Colin Kaepernick, all the above. I agree with everyone that takes that stance. I want to reiterate. I agree, and I'm fine with it. But this day is not about that. It's about getting together with family, having an excuse, and sometimes having the excuse to get together with family, to get together with friends, to get together and share an opportunity of community with everybody. And I want everybody to understand that's my stance with all this stuff. I don't disagree if you choose not to tune in. I don't disagree if you choose not to support. Well, these guys took a knee and, fuck them, they're entitled and this and that. I'm watching and I'm participating to share community with you guys today through this, and with everybody that will come by later and watch the game, hang out. I know I'll be watching it, and I'm watching it more as kind of a step into history, and kind of see what happens. So that's my thing with it all. And I know people will have comments and say this and say that, and when the national anthem plays, they might have something to say or whatever. I get it. I do. And I know Suresh does too. We get it. We understand. And every first responder and every military guy and every vet and everybody should get it too. I understand. And that's something you deal with in your own way and you process. I can tell you this. I'm a diehard Patriot fan, and I don't go out and buy gear the way I used to, and I don't support the way I used to because of that. But I still participate in the community aspect of it, because I think every time you have an excuse to get together, it's a good reason to get, any reason's a good reason to get together with family and friends and people and do stuff like this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, and I know Suresh agrees, and that's where I stay with my opinion on it all, because a lot of people have asked me that. And keep tapping that paper airplane and inviting people in. Now, as far as
keep tapping that paper airplane.
As far as predictions and everything else goes, and everything in between, we are going to give away a 1911 pistol. We are going to give away a bag. If we get 50 people in here, we're going to give it all away. If not, we're going to wait till halftime and announce it. I do want to say this. I think you are watching history, regardless of who you support in this game, and regardless of who you love. I'll put one other pipe bomb out there that I think it's safe to say. I think this goes down as the greatest dynasty in all of sports. Convince me otherwise.
You're crazy. New York Yankees.
I think...
New York Yankees, let me figure out a way to drop this mic. Let me unattach it from the boom here. And let me figure out a way to drop this.
I think you're wrong.
New York Yankees.
I think you're wrong. In the salary cap era, and baseball doesn't have a true salary cap. What they have is a luxury tax. I think you'll never see a dynasty like this again.
I don't know.
You're being a purist, and I can respect that. No, Knox. You're talking about 28. Knox, 28 title.
I respect the comparison.
Knox brought something up, 28 world titles. That's the complete body of work. Nobody argues with the Yankees being the Celtics of baseball. Nobody argues that. I can't win that argument. I argue on facts and I have basis. I'm not going to get crazy. But what I'm talking about is greatest dynasties.
The Steelers had a dynasty.
Yeah, but Suresh, this is 9 Super Bowls. This is 9 AFC champions. This is, in 18 years, he's been to 9 Super Bowls. That's 50% of all available Super Bowls in the last 18 years. That is an ungodly run.
I respect that, but in football, this will never be seen again. Okay, in football, but you said all sports. Knox, I see what you're saying. You're saying in football. Maybe in our lifetime we may not see
but he's looking at the whole body of work.
Let's talk about in sports, professional sports.
He's talking,
history.
but the point he brought up was franchise history. I said this was the greatest dynasty, the greatest dynastic run of a team. Now, you could say Bill Russell, the 9 titles in 10 years. You got to pick a Yankees dynasty. You can't just throw a blanket out there and say the Yankees.
Well,
you can't even. I'm going to put you on the spot. I hate to do this, but I'm going to put you on the spot. Tell me a Yankees dynasty. Give me dates. Give me an actual Yankees dynasty without looking it up on the computer right now that rivals this.
Looking it up on the computer. All right. Yeah, because everyone can see if I look it up on the computer.
Right.
Listen, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
The 90s Yankees, you're high. The 90s Yankees were equivalent to the Dallas Cowboys at best. They were.
The 90s Yankees.
It's a good run.
Forget about it.
It was a good run. But I'm saying it wasn't 9 championships in 18 years. It wasn't that. This is up there with Bill Russell.
Let's talk about since inception of the franchise.
So you want to compare franchises?
Let's talk about since inception. Who compares to the New York Yankees?
Celtics.
Get at what are you drinking?
17 titles.
You have Jack in your
17
coffee?
titles. 17 titles.
If you're going to compare the Boston Celtics to the legacy of the New York Yankees, I don't know, man.
Okay, let's make it let's make it simpler for everybody out there. They have the Union Electric. They have one of the highest percentages. Let's make it simple. Basketball, it's the Celtics. Baseball, it's the Yankees. Football, it's the Patriots. Okay? Hockey, it's the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah, probably. Yep.
So
maybe, arguably, yeah.
So while everybody's waiting, I'm trying to get 50 people in here so we can give that grand prize away. I'm trying to give you guys 5 minutes. So you got to head over to Taurus on those last 3 posts and comment. Hockey, it's not the Red Wings. It's the Canadiens. Still, Knox. Look it up. It's the Canadiens. As much as I hate to give it to them, it's the Canadiens. But
it's the Canadiens.
But the Celtics.
Not right. I think it's the Canadiens.
NBA all-time championships. You have to put the Celtics in there because they've won in every decade but the 90s. That's pretty impressive.
Sarah Lee, who are the Minnesota Twins? Who are they? Does Minnesota have a team?
The Minnesota Twins. The Minnesota Twins.
Sarah Lee started drinking adult beverages a little early today.
Oh my God. That's getting crazy. So that's crazy. Where did that come from? So the Boston Celtics, let me put it in perspective. Okay? Let me put it in perspective. The Boston Celtics have won 17 titles in the NBA. They lost 4. They've been to a total of 20.
17?
Yep. They've been to a total of 21. Okay? 21. There's been an available championship, let me put it in perspective, since 1947. To put it in perspective, that's 71 years, right? They've won a third of all available championships. Fair? Fact. They've won a third.
That is, yeah. Okay.
The Lakers have won 16, but have lost 15. Barely 500. And they've been to a total of 31. I'll give them that. They've been to 31. Impressive.
That's solid.
Solid.
That is solid.
The record is
Go to the dance 31 times.
The record's okay. You know, they're starting to sound a little bit like the bridesmaid, never the bride. But the Lakers are impressive, but it's the Celtics. I'm going to read off, just to put it in perspective, I'm going to read off the Celtics championships. 1957, 1959, 1960, 1961, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 68, 69, 74, 76, 81, 84, 86, 2008. So pretty much from 1957 to 1970, the Celtics won everything. 3 in the 80s. They won in 08, didn't pick one up in the 90s. That's the only drop-off. I mean, that's impressive. We're going to get to one other argument. We're at 32, guys. We get to 50. We're going to give it all away. So just keep tapping the hearts and inviting people in. Head over to Taurus.
What do the Yankees have? I'm trying to figure out, the Yankees have, what, 27?
27 titles or 28?
27 titles, right?
Listen, the Yankees have it in baseball. The issue I have with baseball, guys, but 85 for real, they have it in both titles and winning percentage. So they have it in both, the Celtics. So you can't go off that. The Yankees have it in baseball. The issue I have with baseball, and everybody can agree, baseball's dominated by 6 teams because you don't have a salary cap. So I'm gonna read 6 teams off from you. I'm not even gonna look at a computer. St. Louis Cardinals, Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees, L.A. Dodgers, Chicago Cubs, and I'm missing one. It's going to come to mind. Not Detroit. I always want to say Detroit or Pittsburgh, but yeah, I'm missing one other town. But there's 6 towns that dominate baseball. They dominate it.
Yeah.
And then the rest are all just trying. And the reason, because, and this was written about in Moneyball.
Like the Twins. They're just trying.
They're just trying. And, you know, I'm not taking anything away, and this stems into a bigger argument. I'm talking about percentages.
The Texas Rangers. I don't think it's the Rangers.
No, it's not the Rangers. It's no, it's going to come to mind. Hang on, I'm looking through championships. But let me give you a little bit of a breakdown here. Let me drop a knowledge bomb. I'm not going. If you're going off, it's not the White Sox. It's the Cubs that dominate it. But no, it's not KC. You're crazy. The issue. So Chicago, Yankees, St. Louis Cardinals. So I'm going to read off the top teams of all-time World Series. So you have the New York Yankees, have won 27, lost 13. They have a .675 winning percentage.
That is stupid.
The Giants, it's the San Francisco Giants. Sorry, that's what I was thinking. They always slip through. Yeah. The Giants are number 2. They've won 8 and lost 12. The Dodgers are number 3, 6 and 14. St. Louis Cardinals 11 and 8. You have the Oakland Athletics, former Kansas City Athletics, Philadelphia Athletics 9 and 5.
And then Oakland A's.
And then you have the Red Sox 9 and 4 with a .692 winning percentage. They have a great winning percentage, the Red Sox in World Series, believe it or not. That's impressive. Then Detroit, then Chicago Cubs, then the Reds, then Atlanta Braves. Atlanta's the other kind of wild card in there. But those,
Atlanta's
I told you, there's 6 teams that dominate baseball. And there's a reason for that. They have the money. They sell the merchandise. It's always Red Sox, Yankees. Okay, and then you can sprinkle in the Giants in there, Dodgers, Cardinals. Cardinals are always a mainstay. They spend money in St. Louis. You meant the A's. But, yeah, I mean, the A's are always good with the cap. They're good at managing things. You have the Pirates kind of looming under there, and then there's everybody else catching fumes off of it. So, and I'm going to read off, just to put it in perspective, I'm going to read off the last 5 years, the teams that compete in the World Series. And it'll put it all in perspective for you. Since 2013, it was the Red Sox Cardinals. 2014, it was the Giants and Kansas City Royals. 2015, the Royals and the Mets. Another New York team. Then it was the Cubs and the Cleveland Indians, Houston and the Dodgers, Red Sox and the Dodgers. I mean, out of those 5 years, 10 teams, 6 of them are what I rattled off.
Yep.
6 or 7. So to put it in perspective, the Yankees haven't been relevant for a few years. It's not a fault of theirs. They're a good club. Since 2009, they really haven't been relevant. That's about a 10-year run where they haven't been relevant. But the salary cap is definitely a factor.
Next season, the Yankees are coming back.
Yeah, too much of an emphasis on offense, and I think they're due. They're kind of on that carousel of coaching now. We'll see what happens. But this stems into the bigger question, guys. We have 29 people in here. We get to 50. I'm giving it all away. Is Jeter the best player ever? Hell no. Not even close. He's not even the best Yankee. He's not even the best Yankee. You can make a case for him being the best shortstop. I'll buy that in Yankee history. I'll buy that.
No, he's not even close to being the best Yankee ever.
No. I'll say he's on the all-time team.
Of course.
But no. That's deep water. That's deep water. Yeah, that's.
Listen, born on Staten Island, Yankee fan, and I'll even say he's not the best Yankee ever.
Yeah. When it comes to sports, guys, I throw some fucking heavy statistics at people because I operate on facts. Because I'm going to get to something that is going to be controversial and probably send this room in an uproar. Make sure you're heading over to Taurus and you're commenting on the last 3 posts to win the grand prize. And make sure you're on iTunes, downloading the podcast, and leaving comments.
Listen, we are at 4:34 Eastern Time. I don't think we're giving this gun away because we're up to 35.
We need 15 more people in here, and we'll give the grand prize away. 15 more people. So if everybody in here of the 35 people taps the paper airplane and taps hearts and invites people in, we got a shot at it. I'm going to go over one more topic. If we don't get the 50 people in here,
we're giving away at halftime.
We'll give it away at halftime. Deal with it. That's the rule. So
let's get the people in here right now. Leave the live. Invite people. Come back. Tap the paper airplane. We get 50 people in here. We're giving the Taurus 1911 away, custom engraved, Dark Alliance firearms, the 221B Tactical Ultimate Assault Pack with the crossbreed holster in it, and a brand new pair of 221B Tactical gloves. Inside the bag will also be a Breakthrough Clean ammo can cleaning kit.
So,
$2,000.
last topic. Easy. Boston's the best sports town, period. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
I gotta tell you, that's a hard, as diehard New York as I am, it's hard to contest that.
Chicago's second. I know the Chicago guy.
Because you're going. You lump the Pats in with Boston. I get it. All right, I understand that. It's hard to contest that. That's arguable, but as a New York
X-Bands,
tried and true diehard fan, and a lot of people know I grew up on Staten Island. I still have many friends and family there. Staten Island's is as New York as it gets. Some people say Staten Island's more New York than Manhattan, but I gotta say, Boston. What's going on, X-Bands? Boston is hard. You have between the Bruins, the Red Sox, the Celtics, and then on top of that, if you roll the Patriots in, it's hard to say a city in this country that rivals Boston. Because we can't bring in the Yankees, the Giants, and the Knicks. The Rangers did some damage, they do some damage, but it's hard to beat Boston when it comes down to that.
The problem is, I'm going to tell you the problem.
I'm with you, Knox.
The problem is, the New York market only has really one team. That's what kills them. They really only have the Yankees carrying them.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I'll read some numbers out of Boston.
Hey, Tonic, we already gave away the Topps knives. We already had our winners.
So we have 34 people in here. Tap the paper airplane. I'm going to give this topic 5 minutes to mature, and then if we don't get to 50 people, we're going to give it away at halftime. So you guys better be screaming people in here. 9 World Series championships, 6 Stanley Cups. It's okay. 17 NBA titles. Okay? That's 32 championships right there. 5 Super Bowls, 11 AFC championships. Okay? That puts it at 37. 37, and if you count soccer, 1 cup, but that's 37. So, to put it in perspective, okay, I have another statistic here. To put it in perspective, sorry.
We're going for 50 people, guys. Here
Since 2001, yeah, we're going for 50, guys, so invite people in. Tell Facebook to switch to IG. The Islanders used to be good. Okay.
Yeah. Everyone on Facebook, switch over to Instagram because we are going for 50 people.
To put it in perspective, most of us in this room probably started to really understand sports around 2000. That's fair. The last 20 years, last 18 years.
Yeah.
Since 2001, Boston's won 11 championships. Since 2001, Boston's won 11 championships. So pretty much every year since you've been watching sports consistently. Because I don't know about you guys, I was 20s back then, so I started to pay attention.
Yeah.
I started to pay attention. I started to know some shit. We've been inundated with a Boston championship literally more than every other year. So 11 times since 2001. That's impressive.
That's kind of crazy.
That's
kind of crazy.
No city can match it. No city can match it. From a sports town perspective, that's ridiculous.
New York is a far second.
No, Chicago's second. I'd give New York third. You want to know why? It's not taking anything away from New York. New York's like LA. There's a lot going on. Busy towns. They have a lot of stuff happening. You have the split between the Mets and the Yankees, so it's a split town. You have the split between the Jets and the Giants. That hurts them. If they had one team, that might help them. That would help their cause. Like they always say, any team in LA is going to be second to the USC Trojans for football, and that's tough.
That's right.
I mean, the Trojans back in our day, that was where the stars went. You know, that was where everyone went. They really were like the Lakers, and that was it in LA.
Yeah.
LA didn't even have a fucking football team. Military humor, we're giving it all away.
Military humor, what's going on?
We're giving it all away. We got 37 people in here, so I want someone.
Military humor. Let's do it.
You're from Detroit.
No, military humor. We're doing a $2,000 giveaway. We got to get 50 people in here. Military humor, help us out, and we'll help you out.
You're from Detroit, and you say New York. It's a hard sell, New York. It's a hard sell. I'll give Chicago. It's a hard sell. Chicago's a close second. They have some great sports teams. The Bears. You know, the Cubs, the White Sox, Blackhawks. They got some great teams. Yeah, get it up, Military Humor. Give Military Humor a chance to get it up. We have 41 people in here. 9 more, and we're going to give it away. So head over to Taurus USA, win the 1911. Comment on the last 3 posts. Head over to iTunes and John Bartolo Show. Leave a podcast review. Tap 5 stars. I appreciate it. Head over to 221B Tactical on YouTube and on IG.
If you guys aren't following Military Humor, you guys need to check your pulse.
Yeah. They're all day-old posts. Who cares?
Here we go.
Who cares? I wear day-old underwear.
Who cares? Just go ahead.
Who cares?
Talk on them.
So, real quick, 43 people, 7 more guys. Tap hearts and tap the paper airplane.
We get to 50, we are in.
So no one can convince me otherwise. Boston's the best sports town, hands down. Hands down. There's nothing like watching a Boston event. We were the original Big Three. We were the original founders of that. We have those happy losers in the Red Sox, you know, but they still creep up on you every year. The Patriots, obviously, you can't beat it. Guys, we're so close. We have 43 people in here. Yeah, no, Knox, that definitely hurts New York. It's good and it's bad. In my opinion, to be eligible, you can only be one of the cities that has the 5 major sports teams. So Miami, New York, Boston, LA now, Chicago, and I think it's Kansas City or there's one other. You have to have the 5 major to even be eligible.
Yeah.
So it's a small group. You can't just be like, St. Louis or Atlanta are the other ones. You can't be. Yeah, you can't be like the Hartford Whalers and that's it. You know, it's not.
Not possible.
It's not possible. You got to have the 5 major sports teams. So
Ollie just sent out Smitty's beard sauce. All right, listen.
44. We got to 44.
Yep. But if we don't get to 50, it's a done deal. We ain't doing it.
All right, it's 2:43 by my watch. I'm going to give it 3 more minutes.
2 minutes.
3 minutes.
2 minutes.
So I'll give it a full 2. It's 2:43 by my watch on my time, on Mountain Time.
But, I gotta get out of here.
So
I gotta go get my picture blanket in the oven.
You have to invite people in. We're at 41, 42. Tap the paper airplane and invite. Invite people in, and I'll give this prize away right now. If not, we're waiting until halftime. You just posted it again, 717. There's 42, 40, 43. As soon as we hit 50, we'll give it all away. Because I got to eat soon, too. Wait, 44, 45, 45, 48.
Time to eat.
48, Suresh.
Time to eat.
One more full minute. Getting dangerously close, guys. I saw 47 for a hot minute.
46.
So we'll
All
see.
right.
49.
48. Let's go. We get to 50, we're giving it away.
We're giving it all away. So this is going to be a badass prize for somebody. I'm going to go look at Taurus right now. I'm going to give Taurus one check.
$2,000.
I'm going to give Taurus one check.
1911, custom grade, 51.
There it is.
Dark Alliance. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So we have 65 comments, 15 comments on one. We only have 15 comments on that middle one, and then 16 on the last one. I don't like... Oh, wait. I'm refreshing. Hang on. Bear with me. They're moving too quick. I got to refresh them. So we got it. Okay. So I refreshed him. Is Dark Alliance in here? Was he in here?
Dark Alliance, are you here?
Who's in here? If Dark Alliance is in here...
Oh, we got strong numbers now. 53, 55. All right, we're giving it away. $2,000 right now.
All right.
$2,000. Taurus 1911, custom engraved by Dark Alliance.
Go over the prizes.
The crossbreed holster, Velcro back to hold it in the brand new 221B Tactical Assault Pack with the ammo can cleaning kit and the new 221B Tactical shooting gloves. Over $2,000. We got a steady 50-something people in here. Let's go right now. Who's going to win it? It's going to be a awesome Super Bowl Sunday for somebody, no matter if their team wins or loses, whether the wings are good, the beer is warm, it doesn't matter. They are going to have a great Super Bowl Sunday.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal before we give it away. I want to say a couple things. Make sure you show all the sponsors some love. Everybody that's participated, right, guys, in your stories, in your lives. I want to thank Suresh, 221B Tactical. Make sure you're showing them some love, supporting them. Visit the page. Give them some traffic. Head over to my podcast on iTunes and Podbean, John Bartolo Show. Leave reviews. Leave hearts. Head over to my post. Tag the sponsors. Guys, this goes a long way. Big thank you to Crossbreed. Big thank you to Taurus. Big thank you to Breakthrough Clean, to Dark Alliance, to Tops Knives, to Grey Ghost for jumping in and giving some away, for Inforce Weapon Lights. Thank you to all of them. When you tag them and you put them in your stories and you thank them for participating in this, it goes for miles, guys. For miles, to the 50 people that are in here. Okay? Please. And yes, a winning local PD or a winning local mill guy is going to get some prizes too. So please, please, guys, head over to the YouTubes for 221B, tap the hearts, tap the thumbs up. After we sign off throughout the game, I want to see activity on all those things. And I'm going to come back and I'm making a promise to all you guys. I don't care who's in or out. I don't even care if Suresh is in. I'm going to give prizes away, and I don't care if I have to pay for them to people that do that stuff. That means a lot. If you leave a review or a comment or anything, make sure you leave your IG handle on all that stuff, on whether it's 221B Tactical or it's my podcast stuff. So I appreciate it, Military Humor. You've been. How's this? We'll go one better. Military Humor. My man, the Panda. Go to Taurus. Go to Taurus USA. The last 3 posts, I want you to randomly pick a winner. Randomly pick a winner for the prize. You can't charge your. Military Humor is going to pick the winner.
Here we go.
Maybe he'll even toss in a shirt. Who knows?
Ooh. Maybe we'll get a Military Humor shirt. Okay, Military Humor is going to go to the Taurus
USA. Pick one of the last 3 posts and pick a winner underneath it.
The last 3 posts, he's going to see who's been hitting up, who's been tagging, who's been commenting, and he's going to come back and announce the winner. Someone is going to win that beautiful custom engraved. Now's
your chance to suck up to Military Humor.
You better be following their page. Military Humor, if you're smart, they're going to be double checking. You got this awesome bag. It's going to come with a Taurus USA 1911 inside of it.
Custom engravings from Dark Alliance.
Custom engraved by Dark Alliance. You got the blacked out 221B Tactical here.
He's not going to pick himself. I know who he is. Yeah, Panda. X-Bands. X-Bands, you better be in on the next giveaway. So Military Humor, head over, find a winner. Find a winner and post it in here. Post it in here.
Let's go. Military Panda, go check it out. Let's see who we got. This is a $2,000 plus giveaway. The assault pack itself is awesome. Guess what? The assault pack itself is awesome, but the assault pack comes with a Taurus USA 1911 custom engraved by Dark Alliance. Inside a crossbreed holster. Velcro back holster. Inside the bag.
In my suggestion, so X-Bands is in for the next giveaway. We'll do a fitness show next. My suggestion for the winner is that they send the pistol directly to Dark Alliance and then have Jeremy send it to you.
Yes.
That's going to be the suggestion. So to whoever wins, don't send the pistol to you. Let Taurus just send it to Dark Alliance. That's going to make the most sense.
Military Humor's checking all the posts right now.
He's checking now. He's checking everywhere.
He's checking twice. Oh, man. I can't. Who's going to win?
This is crazy.
Big Panda. First of all, thank you to Military Humor, Big Panda, for jumping in and joining our live.
He's awesome. The best.
We love it. If you guys aren't following Military Humor, you're missing out. You're nervous.
He's the best.
And now he is going to pick our winner.
He's the best.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
We spent some time on the range with Military Humor himself. The fact that he uses the panda emoji is priceless. So
it's amazing.
Yeah. So love Big Panda. Yeah, he's a sweetie. I watched him almost die on the range in 150 degrees.
It was like Africa hot on that range.
Oh yeah, it was fucking.
It was Africa hot.
Yeah. Oh, we're ready, Military Humor. We're ready. Hopefully they're in here.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit.
Win the 1911 custom engraved by Dark Alliance, the Taurus 1911. The new 221B.
I'm breathing heavy over here.
Crossbreed holster. Breakthrough clean ammo can cleaning kit.
Africa hot.
He's going to win it all.
Cassie! He picks Cassie! That's amazing. That is amazing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my God. Oh God, I could not think of a more deserving person. That woman.
Cassie Bell, 1204.
Cassie.
Oh my God.
Holy shit. I am stunned. I am stunned. I am stunned. Oh.
Cassie Bell, 1204, who is just a huge supporter of the podcast, has been just a loyal supporter of our police, our military.
Oh my God. She's married to a vet.
She's married to a vet. She's married to a vet. Is he still active?
He's out. He's out, Cassie, right? He might even be a disabled vet.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Cassie
my
Bell,
God.
1204.
So, listen.
You just won a $2,000 prize pack.
Guys, I got a lot of DMs to send. I have a lot of stuff to send. I know you guys. I'm not touching any of these products, so it's going to have to fly around in the DM. So I'll get it all squared away, and I'll send all this stuff out. I appreciate everybody tuning into the pregame show. Hopefully everyone has a great football Sunday. Spend some time with your family. Yes. Guys, after the show, I know you're all filing out of here. After the show, please do me a favor. Head over to all the pages and thank them. It means a lot, guys. Don't just worm up when you're sitting around bullshitting with your friends. Thank all the pages. Comment and tag. Leave some love on all the posts. Head over to 221B Tactical. Head over to Suresh's page. He doesn't have to do this. I don't have to do this. This is a lot of fun. We love shooting the shit with you guys. Oh, yeah. Please, guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, see you soon. And do me a favor. Thank everybody. Tune in. If you head over to YouTube, 221B Tactical, or head over to Facebook, 221B Tactical, or head over to any of my Facebook or YouTube stuff, please tap a thumbs up on all the stuff and leave comments and tags and share the stuff. It goes a long way. It means a lot. This is how we get the sponsors to get involved, and we get the stuff to give to you guys. It goes for miles. please, I can't thank you guys enough. The 30 or so, and if everybody does it on all the platforms, it's a huge jump and it's a huge lift in the algorithms and everything. So please go and do all that stuff. We appreciate all the thank yous. It's fun just to read them going by the boards. Don't forget about Suresh's challenge on the score. He's going to probably have to go through and write all these down. God bless him. That's a long afternoon. So
they're not going away.
Yeah,
so
I appreciate
anyone who picks the right score. Your local police department's getting 221B tactical gear, and a local active duty or veteran is going to get some gear from 221B Tactical. So go ahead and put your score in, and let's make this a great Super Bowl Sunday. Make sure you thank all your local first responders, police, fire, EMS. They're all out there today. If you're running out to grab some adult beverages, some ice, some food, whatever, you see someone, make sure you thank them. And also, anyone in your community that's active duty or serving, or they have served, make sure you say a quick thank you to them. I don't care if it's an 80-year-old man wearing a Vietnam vet hat. Make sure you buy him a cup of coffee. Say thank you for your service. It's what we could do. We are going to give back to everyone as well this Super Bowl Sunday.
I'm going to be, as you guys are getting your last bit of scores in here, I'm going to be recapping this, making sure all the right winners get all their stuff. I'll recap it with Suresh. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody's time. Head over to all the pages. Thank everybody. It's going to be a Pats Super Bowl all the way. I'm going to put my score in right now. I'm going to go with 42-17 Patriots all day long in a walk. And they bookend their two dynasties and solidify Boston as the greatest sports town that ever was. You can hate on me later. Hate on my page.
And Tom Brady retires.
No, I don't think he retires. 3 more years. So I appreciate everybody. I thank everybody. It's going to be a high-scoring game. Enjoy the game. Enjoy your family, too. I know you're going to take time to thank everybody. Enjoy your family and friends. And have a great day. Thank you to everybody who downloaded on Podbean, and thank you to everybody who watched on iTunes. I'm signing off. Suresh, any last words? I'll give you the last word.
Go to the podcast, John Bartolo Podcast. Leave a review. We appreciate it. Go to 221B Tactical. That's Suresh Madhaven. Give a follow. Leave a review and share what we're doing with those you know in your community, your friends, your family. Share what we're doing because we're trying to create something bigger than what this community is to make the community even better. So share with your friends, your family, your local police department, local veterans groups. Let them know what we're doing. We're out here trying to help put a dent in the world and make this community a better place. So thank you to everyone. And don't forget, get your score in. Most importantly, have fun today and always appreciate time spent with friends and family. You cannot replace it. So take care of your health. Have a good time today. Most importantly, get home safe. If you are staying home, make sure everyone who leaves your home gets home safe.
Turn on notifications. I'll be back Monday to take on the hate.
We're out.
Peace. All right, signing off, guys. Thank you on YouTube. Thank you to everybody on the podcast.